Well, good morning. Today is Saturday, March 26th. It's cold yet again. It's 34 degrees, and it's not too breezy, so it might not be too windy. The hat I got on today, I got when I was in Hawaii for our 25th wedding anniversary. My mother and father-in-law paid for Jim and I to join them on a 2-week vacation to Hawaii, a trip of a lifetime. I loved every minute of it. That was the beginning of Jim's dad's decline with Alzheimer's. It was the first time we noticed a difference in him. And afterwards, when they got back and they tested him, and he ended up, he did have Alzheimer's. And it was sad because you never want to have a loved one go through that. But, he had his loving wife and his children and everybody with him all the time. His daughter Barb she lived the closest, so actually did the most work, and she was with him a lot, and so, but whatever. I miss him because he was a good man. I miss his Jim's mother too because she was a good woman. We got along. Didn't not all the time at the beginning, but over time we grew to accept each other and love each other for who we really were. So, and she was a good woman. Don't take me wrong. I love her to death. But, I think we were both strong-willed people. So sometimes strong-willed people clash. But I had no doubt for her love for me and my children. So enough said about that. Also, I wanted to make a comment about yesterday after church when I was in the car. I was trying to be so serious. And I was being really, really serious. And then when I watched the video, there's Sophia in the back seat going, wow, 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 wow. So it kind of distracted me. And so here I'm trying to be so serious, and then I was laughing. But when I watched the video, not when I was making my comments. So she is a clown. I love her very much. But, and then another thing is when I got out, I was taking a picture of the sun. And just to show you that the sun did come out, like I promised you it would. And then all these older couples who were coming out, they're looking up at the sky trying to figure out what I was taking a picture of. They couldn't figure it out. And I didn't want to explain that I was vlogging because I don't know that they would have understood that anyhow. But so Denise went out to breakfast with her friend that lives in Lansing. I hope I can say that, Denise. I don't think she'll track her down. And so she's in town seeing her relatives for Easter. So Denise went out with her kids to breakfast. And then Jim just went to the gym. Although it's funny because he goes to the gym just to fall asleep in a chair. And then he goes in the spa or the hot tub and goes and sits in a chair and falls asleep. But so we pay a monthly membership for that. But at least he's out of the house, out of my hair. And then he's going to pick up my turtle cake, which I'm going to have tomorrow. And I have decided I am going to wait till Monday to get weighed. Everybody's right, I probably would go crazy. So anyway, here we go. Let's go for our walk. Okay, I'm home. I walked 3 miles in an hour and 9 minutes. So I guess that's the time that it takes me. I'm really proud of myself that I can do 3 miles. And I'm kind of disappointed because now I think I got to do 3 miles every day because I can do it. I enjoy doing it, but that last half mile really takes a lot out of me. But I already drank 16 ounces of water before I walk, and I'm going to go in and have 32 more ounces. That's my way I get my water in, plus having it with my meals. So let's go in, rest. I'm sorry for the way I look. I haven't taken my shower yet. But I was going to mention that on my walk, there was a girl on a bike, and she was probably in her 20s, and she had a dog with her. And if you were to walk my whole subdivision, it's a mile. And she went around on her bike going at a pretty good clip at least 3 times with her dog running beside her. And I know I don't know, I just think that was too mean to the dog. I just think that the dog didn't get to rest. And it's like I didn't see her running the whole clip, and it's different when you're riding a bike. And I was going to say something, but I thought maybe it's this, and maybe the dog is young. It didn't look that young, but it didn't look that old. And what do I know how far a dog can go? I know they love to walk, but I just remember one time when Christy, when she was young, she was like 12 or 13, and she had brought Riley for a run while she rode her bike. And I know Christy's going to be mad. She's going to bring back bad memories, but It did happen, but the Riley's paws kind of got cut up, and he was bleeding a little bit when he got home because of the running, and so I always think that when you make your dog run, I don't know if anybody has a dog that's like a bigger dog. It was like a spaniel size. I think it was like a cocker spaniel, like that size. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that I don't know. I didn't see the girl running. It would have been different if she would have been running because like on a bike you can travel farther and not use as much effort. And I don't know. I know I'm on a rant. It just bothered me. And then the dog that charged me the other day was out again, but his owner was out with him. So he did charge a little bit, but when the owner called him, he healed and went back. So that was good. But all right, I'm gonna go take my shower. You are not going with me though. Well, it's time to eat. I definitely have to get a new kettle. Look how sad that kettle looks. I did try cleaning it with the Brillo and it just won't come clean, so whatever. And my breakfast, usual breakfast. What can I say? I know that yesterday I said I was going to eat light, and by no means that fish and chip dinner was light. And Denise pointed that out to me, but she didn't want to make a comment on the vlog because she thought you guys might think she was being mean. One thing you have to understand, if you read any comments that we've made to each other, we say it out of love. We razz each other all the time, and we never say anything hateful. Sometimes it might appear hateful in print, but it's just not. We just say it with all humor intended, and hopefully if you watch our Whatever Wednesday videos, you can see that's the kind of relationship we have, that we just say what we feel, and not to be hurtful, just to be funny. So if I make a comment on Denise's vlog or she makes a comment on my vlog, please take it in the humor that we're going to take it, because we find no offense in it. Trust me, we really don't. Okay, I'm going to show you my favorite commercial, but at some point I'm going to have to mute it because we don't have the licensing rights to the song Time in a Bottle. But I love this commercial.
Hey Siri, set timer for 14 minutes.
Okay, 14 minutes and counting.
Waiting for cookies. Hey Siri, play me waiting playlist. Thank you.
Of course, I have to stop playing the music because we don't have the licensing rights. And I'd like you to see this commercial because it is my favorite. I love Cookie Monster. Well, you know, I like puppets. What can I say? But there's so many favorite parts. Pretending he's doing puppets, licking the spoon, and my favorite, peeking in the window. And now the realization.
Check the timer.
Here's the timer.
Well, it's time for dinner. And I'm going to have a hefty big salad with cottage cheese and pineapple. I have an ounce of turkey and an ounce of cheese and 2 tablespoons of Thousand Island dressing. Yum. Well, I definitely don't need this. Doesn't it look good? It's what we call a Sleeping Beauty. And I bet you there's probably at least 500 calories in there. So I'm glad I did walk my 3 miles today. Okay, well, my brother and sister-in-law came. Well, my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, they're married. Well, they were married, but anyway. They came over tonight after they got done with Easter services at their church. We played euchre and we had fun. I had some popcorn. I didn't film it because it's just popcorn. It's air popcorn, which is kind of dry, if you want to be honest. But I had a couple glasses of water, so they had candy and all that other good stuff. But I didn't eat it because I had that Sleeping Beauty, which was delicious, I have to admit. So I don't know. I might walk tomorrow, depending. Our church services are different times, so I might be able to sneak a walk in before I go to church. I won't be able to walk the whole 3 miles, but maybe a little bit, because that ham is going to be salty and that cake is going to be delicious. So I'm going to finish up this video, get it all up on YouTube. So happy Easter to everybody. I don't know how much I'm actually going to film tomorrow, but I'll film a little bit. So like this video, subscribe, comment, and share.